Well, imagine a modern world without a coffee. Almost unthinkable, isn't it? Coffee is more than a drink. It is a daily routine for so many people. It is a ritual for most. And mainly in Europe, it is more than a drink. It shapes daily routines and social connections. But these days, a fear has been triggered by a rumor that coffee now is at risk. Well, the question is it? Well, we never know unless we dive deeper into the facts.
Europeans consumed 2.54 million tons of coffee in 2022. About 5.7 kilograms per person, according to the European Coffee Federation. Beyond habit, coffee is a key economic driver. Europe's coffee market is expected to reach $64.43 billion by 2032, driven by premium trends and evolving coffee culture. And the risk we mentioned, could coffee really be in danger?
Hello and welcome to A News Fact Check. I'm Ali Sultan. Lately, a big question has been making rounds. EU banning coffee. Brussels labels it harmful to humans. That's what headlines screamed across social media. Thousands of posts followed. First, they banned plastic straws. Now they are coming for your espresso. But is it true? This storm started in February 2025 when several news outlets ran dramatic headlines. GB News warned of meddling Brussels bureaucrats. The Daily Express asked if our morning coffee was under threat. NDTV took it further, claiming the EU had banned caffeine outright. But none of these headlines actually reflected what happened. The claims spread across social media, turning into panic. Some politicians even jumped in, saying this was proof of EU overreach. But there was one problem. No one actually read the EU's decision. Here is what the EU actually did. In late 2024, the European Commission reviewed an application to use caffeine as a pesticide. Yes, caffeine, not as a drink, but as an insect repellent for crops like cabbages and potatoes. The EU's Food Safety Authority looked into it and said no. The reason? Ingesting high doses of concentrated caffeine could be harmful. That is where the phrase caffeine is harmful to humans if swallowed came from. It wasn't about coffee, it was about pesticide use. So, does this mean coffee is being banned? No. Does this mean caffeine is unsafe to drink? No. But did that stop the headlines? Also no. Let's be clear on the facts. The EU is not banning coffee. There are no restrictions, no bans, no secret plots. The warning applied to pesticide-grade caffeine, not your espresso. Caffeine remains 100% legal in the EU, and there are no regulations and no new regulations on coffee shops or supermarkets. The EU's own Food Safety Agency confirms that up to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day is perfectly safe, about 5 cups of coffee. So, if you were worried about your morning latte, you can relax. Fake news about EU bans isn't new. We saw the same thing in 2017, when people falsely claimed Brussels was banning kebabs. It wasn't true then, and it isn't true now. Misinformation like this spreads panic, fuels Euroscepticism, and distracts from real issues. And by the time the truth comes out, the damage is already done. But now we know the facts. For further insights and real facts, grab your coffee and stay with us. Follow us on social media and share to keep misinformation in check. And as always, stay informed, stay sharp, and we'll see you next time.